hard to believe that that is a neighborhood over there. It almost looks like a forest. It's raining today. Now is gracious enough to offer me a ride home. So I'm sitting here out on the front foyer of the building, vlogging and waiting for people to come by and look at me like I'm crazy. There's somebody sitting in their car over here. I wonder if they can tell what I'm doing. One of the podcasts that I listen to, I think it's called The Dragon Page. They are published authors, and they talk about how crazy the industry's gotten. And this one kind of made me laugh today. They're talking about contracts that have been made over the past several decades, and how much of the contract will say, we reserve the right to publish this in not only book form, but if it goes electronic, if it goes to computer, in perpetuity forever, we're going to, withhold all the rights. Well, the problem is that doesn't work. That sort of language is too vague, and you can't enforce that sort of language when something new comes in the pipe. The term is called informed consent. You have to be informed of what's going on, and you have to consent to it. Well, if it doesn't exist, how can you be informed about it? That's the argument. But you have to get a lawyer, you have to fight it, and you have to go through 9 yards. So what's going on is a lot of book publishers, old school book publishers, are saying we have the right to publish works in the digital field because we had the word computer in a lot of our old contracts. And what's happening now is a lot of small authors who want to publish their own work and cut out the middleman, cut out the publisher who's taking 90% for nothing, basically. They're going to start using the term digital scroll instead of digital book. And the only reason you're going to start seeing this is because of these contracts. I mean, this sort of thing shows desperation with a situation of intellectual property. I don't have anything against intellectual property, and I like the fact that people can make money off of their ideas, and this may encourage them to make better and more ideas. But the idea that you can just lock in a creative work forever, and that's what the companies want. Of course, the companies live forever. They want the intellectual property to last forever, and they're not going to stop until that's what they get. And I don't want that to happen. I want things to pass into the public domain after the creators have a chance to make money on it. If they have umpteen years or umpteen ability to make money on something, and that's it, then it passes into the public domain, and then everybody gets a chance to make money off of it. That's my opinion. So, something interesting happened today. The big boss, the guy who owns the company, took a look at my shirt and said, "Oh, cool shirt, so zombies win." That's like, yeah, pretty much. So I've been trying to come up with a signature drink. A lot of people have a drink that they enjoy. And really, I've thought about it, and so many people go for beer. I can't drink beer. It doesn't work well with my body. My body rejects beer. Let's see. I like some whiskeys, but they're so freaking expensive. The only thing I really drink on a regular basis, a couple times a week maybe, is red wine. Even with red wine, I don't like really sweet wine. I don't like really bitter wine. I like just normal, everyday, just plain Jane red wine. I like different kinds of red wine. I prefer the cheaper stuff because it tends to just have sharper flavors, which I believe is what they tell you you're not supposed to want. You're supposed to want the smooth flavors. Well, whatever. I don't really like white wines because they taste like flat Sprite with alcohol in them. I don't like champagne. It just doesn't taste right at all to me. It tastes like a bunch of sugar in it, and even that I don't think would taste good. Let's see. Things like gin. Gin smells like fingernail polish remover. I can't drink it. I smell it. I'm like, ugh. I've had it a couple times. I just can't take it. Vodka. I like vodka in things like Kool-Aid and orange juice, that sort of stuff. It's okay. I don't really. It's not something I go after. It's like get drunk kind of drink. We've got this stuff in here called. It's called Irish cream, but what it really is, it has this stuff called dessert wine. And a dessert wine, from what I understand, is a fortified wine with that is just unsweet. It's very bitter, and it's to drink with a dessert. So it's to eat with something that's very sweet. And I understand they don't want something very sweet in that Irish cream stuff because it's sweet as can be. They use sweetened condensed milk, which, I mean, if it didn't have something bitter in it, it would just taste like sweetened condensed milk. So, does anybody out there have an idea of what could be Kelly's signature drink?